All right, good morning, guys. We have some movement all over the place. Got some mid caps that are making some pretty good moves, like Rite Aid here, going from 16 all the way to 22. And then we got this guy, this IPO yesterday that I was talking about, and it has just went ballistic. I mean, this is just the craziest rip. Got all the way down to 5 yesterday and then shot all the way up to 36. Insane. And then NXTD shot up all the way over $1.44. So, this made a nice move. This is another IPO. Looks like it's halted. Yeah. So that's two IPOs that are running today. Newer IPOs. Damn, I missed that at 10. That break of 10 there. Oh boy. Bill and Kayla, nice pop up as well. Actually, there's three IPOs, new IPOs that have been running. So we may be focusing on IPOs this morning. They seem to be getting a lot of attention. So three different IPOs at the moment are halted. SCPS, OCG, and VVOS. Three different ones halted right now. So this is going to be a wild morning. This is going to be quite the wild morning. What's up, Daniel B? Looks like. And then also Bitcoin's going crazy. All the cryptos ripping hard. So we got cryptos, we got IPOs. There's a couple of penny stocks that has some potential. It's a lot. There's a lot this morning. So I'm gonna be patient, wait things out. Take Bitcoin off my watch list for a little bit because I need to take GovX as well off. This is that swing. It's still holding above where I want it to. Check it out later, but I need to see all these IPOs. So VVOS just unhalted. It's going to make it tricky with this many stocks. Getting halted. If this breaks 12, I was going to say if that breaks 12, let me. Phew, 20 something cent spread here. Oh God. For a second there was a 50-cent spread. Jeez, this is going to be. Trying to get into these IPOs is going to be crazy. What's up, One Life? Good morning, buddy. See, OCG just unhalted, went straight down. Let's see. VVOS is coming back down. Where's the other one? There it is. SPS. That's still halted. Okay. Okay. VVOS just got halted on the way down. And so did OCG. So these are halty craziness. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky day here. Let's see, this should be getting unhalted in here soon. What a rip on this, though. I mean, from a low of 534 to a high of 36. That's a $31 move in the last 12 hours. And that's what I was saying yesterday about this stock. If buying volume started coming in, this thing was going to go nuts. And this is exactly what it did. Started climbing in after hours, then started popping in pre-market this morning and just continuing to rip. Let's see, MP, this is a little higher price stock. It was getting some movement, a little bit of a triangle there. Actually looks like it may start popping a little bit. I'm going to switch over to the 5-minute right now. BL and K is doing some consolidating right here. TCAT, I don't think that was on the watch list, but TCAT is starting to move here. Just broke the downtrend. Pretty low float. Don't have some. Man, this is starting to pop too. High years 238 pre-market. This did run the 324. I'm gonna add TCAT to the watch list. So it's getting going here. So I mean, we've got a lot of different things moving. Oh, CSPS gapped up all the way to 42.79, but having a little bit of a pullback now. Maybe not. Look at that. Hitting 44. If it starts to break 44, oh, and there it goes, starting to break 44. About to get halted again, it looks like. Yeah, getting halted again. Crazy. Let's see. Oh, damn, TCAT's still ripping. So we got crazy volume this morning and everything. We got rips all over the place. UPST. Yeah, another IPO that's ripping. Crazy spread on that too. We got a downtrend here on EOLS. I should buy what? UPST? Yeah, TCAT halted. See, MP is breaking that downtrend. Let's see, this isn't doing anything. See, VVOS, did that get unhalted? Yeah. I'm selling off right at the moment. XPAW with some sideways consolidation. EOLS is kind of in no man's land there. There's a triangle there on that. BL and K cracking. So I'm going to take BL and K off for now. P still slowly climbing. VVOS, if it comes back down to 9, has a ton of support. Every indicator is at 9 just about. I don't know if it'll come back down that low. $10 may hold up as support. See, how's NXT doing? NXT just consolidating. UPST starting to test this top of this triangle here. Looks like it may try to break out over 33 in a second. For a minute or so. Getting a little rejected there, so it may come back down. EOS still coming up and testing this downtrend. Where's that 200 day at? The 200 is at 524. Let's see, TCAT just unhalted. Got a little double top there, unhalted right where it halted at, so No gap up or anything. Starting to pop up again here a little bit. And it's getting halted again. God, so quick. Oh, maybe not. It didn't get halted. Ah. I'm gonna go here at this 230 mark. I may have jumped the gun there. So I hesitated and I may have jumped the gun. Yeah, a lot of sellers coming in. This is gonna come down. I'm gonna take a loss on this. I jumped the gun. I was looking for it to come back up, but let's see here. It might come back up. 230 can break down. That big upper shadow. Yeah, I feel like I jumped the gun on that. Yeah, a lot of people locking in profits after that run on TCAT there. But I may have jumped too soon. I feel like I did jump too soon, and I may be paying for that. It might have been that was pretty dumb entry, to be quite honest. Yeah, coming back down to 2. Cracking 2. I want to see if this 9 EMA is going to hold up. So buyers are trying to hold up the 9 at the moment. If they don't, though, this is going to dump more. I'm going to average down. I add 50 shares there, and so now I'm more in at 225. Which may or may not be a good idea, but we will see here. It's starting to slowly try to push back up. I'm going to put a stop loss in, I think, below the 9. Getting hung up at 215 here. It needs to break through 215 real soon. $215 really holding up. I want it to be a little bit lower. There we go. So it needs to break this downtrend real soon. And at this point, I am not feeling great about it. It may crack here. $2 needs to hold up. If $2 can't hold up, then I'm going to be eating a nice loss here. And if I do eat a nice loss, it is all my fault because I'm the one who jumped in there like a crazy madman without really thinking it through. So if I get destroyed here, then that is what it is. That's what happens when you jump the gun. And 2 looks like it may crack. Yeah, it's starting to crack there, so yeah, I'm going to eat this loss here. So 2 can't hold up, and that's going to be it. It's holding right above my... Oh, nope, there it goes. Yep, I got stopped out. Nasty loss. Yeah, that was dumb. That was a dumb trade. I knew as soon as I did it. As soon as I did it, I knew I was in a bad spot. Now that was definitely a lottery ticket. I did not think that through at all. So we got this coming up to 5. I am going to keep an eye on TCAT though. If it starts to form a pattern or something, it could get going again. Let's see, MP is still selling off. OCG has sold off a whole lot. UPST still consolidating there. So everything kind of selling off at the moment. That was a masterclass of losing trading. You are absolutely right. That was a terrible, trade. That was a terrible trade for sure. There is no doubt about that. It was just bad all around. All right. See, NXTD. NXTD just bounced off the trend line. I didn't even use a triangle or anything, DB, so all the trash talking about triangles and stuff that you're trying to do right now is irrelevant, because that's not why I lost on TCAT. I didn't have a triangle or anything drawn on it when I got in there. I just jumped in there like an idiot. And that was just pure stupidity. That's all that was. SCPC selling off. So UPST is starting to pop a little bit. Maybe breaking out of this triangle. So it's got a big downtrend on TCAT, like right there. OCG starting to come back up a little bit after that big sell-off. Oh, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all, and I know exactly what I did on that trade. The trade was just dumb. I jumped in on a falling knife. I tried to catch a falling knife, and that was a mistake. It was just a dumb mistake. I miscalculated what I was thinking. There's a lot going on this morning, so... Or there was. But I'm not mad at all about Daniel B talking trash. But if you're gonna talk trash accurately. Don't false talk trash. Don't blame it on triangles when I didn't even use triangles. Like that doesn't make any sense. I didn't do anything. I didn't use any pattern or anything. I just jumped in on a trade that was a falling dagger. That was just a bad trade by me. That's all it was. Just an undisciplined trade. That's why discipline is very important. It's the main thing I struggle with trading is staying disciplined. So I'm not mad. I mean, it sucks. It sucks to take a loss anytime, but you're going to take losses. That was just an unnecessary loss, though. That was one that absolutely could have been avoided. So if there's anything from anything to learn from that trade is just don't jump in stocks for no reason. Well, this thing went on a nasty rip, $4 all the way up to $8. It's halted right now. I'm gonna put it on the watch list as well. So a bunch of halts this morning. Big volume. SLDB. This is another, man, these newer IPOs, all of them having rips today. People are looking for IPOs, I guess, to trade or the crazy. Yes, isn't God. Wow. What a nasty IPO rip this was. A low of 730 all the way up to 160. That's a game changer if you got in down there at 731. Like, good lord, what a rip. So these IPOs are hot right now. Let's see, TCAT's coming back over 2. This could be kind of pump and dumping because it doesn't even have news. What is going on with all these IPOs? Yeah. Now you're talking trash accurately, DB. That's all I want you to do. If you're gonna talk trash, just talk it accurately. LXIT, this is another IPO. Another recent IPO that's moving up. It's crazy. Crazy all these IPOs with these rips. There's another one. This was a recent one too, back in October it looks like. Crazy. Let's see. PRFX. This is another one. HFEN. That's another one. So where's that? LIXT. Alright guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right. Next TD is still slowly climbing up, not doing too much. That's a slower mover though. Oh, UPST there, nice. Let's see, ripping out that $4 move there. So good call out, one life on that. Good, nice, steady volume coming in, and see SCPS is all over the place. Dropped down and just got halted on the way up again. That's a halt fest. Volume's getting light on NXTD at the moment though. See, XSPA's not doing much. I'm gonna take that off. So VVOS did come back down to that 9 area. Trying to get back above the 9. Let me flip over to 15-minute here that we're getting a little bit later in the day. Look at it a little bit. Oops. Next TD's got a lot of volume though. More than I want to deal with. And that just popped over 10 right there as I turned away from it. It's getting rejected there at the downtrend. $10.40 starts to crack down. $10.40 was where it's getting held up at, not getting a double top pushing it down at the moment. Big seller sitting at 10.30. Let's see PS coming back down. Let's check some of these other IPOs, see what they're doing. Damn, that unhalted and popped up. Popped up $1 out of that halt. See, VVO is coming back up right now. If it starts to break 1040, I'm going to go to see if this keeps running. I ain't going to be able to get a lot of shares, but the way it's ripped so far, it's made some moves. So here's our little consolidation triangle. BLNK is moving up. We'll keep an eye on VVOS here for a minute. Okay, so actually I need to readjust that bottom. The bottom's like right there. Well, that's consolidated. I'm gonna go through this list again. Okay, so SNCA, that's not doing anything. Rite Aid, and looks alright. TCAT, that looks like it's done. OCG. OCG with a big sell-off. I'm gonna keep it on watch just to see if it comes back up any. Doesn't look like EOLS is gonna do anything. Take it off. Okay, so VVOS cracking that. Let's see if buying volume starts to push back in right here. Crack that triangle. We have an uptrend on this. Something like that. And then come back down into this uptrend. Kirk is up to $20. Oh, Kirkland's. Looks like that's going to come back down. So when did this get halted? That got halted a little while ago. Should be coming out of that halt soon. VVO is still holding $10. Keeps holding 10. See, buyers keep pushing it up off of 10. Nice one, Life. And VVOS is starting to come back up here. I'm going to go on VVOS here. I think we may start getting moving as it's starting to break this downtrend. It's got to get through 1040. A lot of sellers there. See if they get taken out or not. If it doesn't break 1040, it'll come back down. But if it breaks 1040, it's probably going to start moving again. So you see buying volume increase up into 1040 here. The ash just popped to 1047 there for a second, for like a split second. Getting rejected now. I don't like the way that 5-minute candle looks. It needs to come back up over 1020 before it closes. Just to get back above the body of that red candle. Got 7 seconds for it to do it, and if it doesn't, it could sell off from here. Need to see buying volume start coming back in right now. Well, it's starting to crack down now. Let's see if the 9 holds. If the 9 doesn't hold, I'm going to get out. The 9 is at $10, and $10 needs to hold the support. $10 trying to hold so far. It's a little sketchy at the moment because there's not a lot of buying volume coming in. Okay, now it's starting to increase a little bit. Starting to get a little bit of buying back in. There we go. Now it's starting to pop. Let's see if 1040 starts to break down or not. And 1040 still holding up as some resistance. I mean, there's some big sellers there, but it's got to break 1040 soon. If it doesn't, then it's not going to do anything. It's got rejected there 5 times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just needs enough volume to push through that 1040, and then it may start going again. See, it looks like it may test again here. Oh, no. Didn't quite get there that time. Let's see, looks like we may start to break through here. Yeah, 1040 starting to break down. See if volume keeps increasing on this. Pecking at it. Looks like it may break down here. Getting real close. Nope, still rejected. Took a bunch of those sellers out though, but still rejected there at 1040. Looks like we may try again. It may try to break again here. A lot less selling positions at 1040 this time though. So if we get that volume push, it should break through. Let me see if I can add 5 shares here and try to bring my average down a little bit. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so okay, I've got 15 shares now. My average is what? 1030 instead of 1033. So we got a pretty big consolidation triangle going here. So if this is gonna break over at 1040, it's got to do it soon. One Life seems confident in it. Oof. Oh man, what a drop down there. Ouch. So that's the problem. When it couldn't break 1040, it got rejected. But the trend line is still right here. So if it pushes back over 10 now. See if buyers can get it back over 10. 2 minutes on that candle to close. See how we look on the 15-minute. And 15-minute trend line still holding up. It looks like it's going to test the trend line. Maybe if it can bounce off of that trend line. Yeah, well, you know, Daniel B. It doesn't say masterclass anywhere. I don't have masterclass or guru or any of that stuff anywhere, so you know, I'm just doing my thing. Look at this trend line. Yeah, this trend line has held since I pretty much started in pre-market. Yeah, okay. As long as this trend line holds up, I'm gonna hold this. If this trend line cracks, I'll get out and eat the loss on it, but move that. We have a pretty steep downtrend on this, though. On the top side. Well, my risk to reward. I mean, I'm only in 15 shares, so I'm risking about, let's see, 15. Risking about $15 for to try to get back up and test. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. It's not the best ratio. If it does rip back up here in a little while and get back up to that 12 area, or at least test that high, then that'd be about 30 something bucks. And if it breaks over that, then it could move more. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio, worst case. I know it looks crazy because I'm in at 10.30 and it just dropped 70 cents. But I don't have that many shares of it, so. Yeah, volume is slowing down. That's because we're coming back down to the trend line right here. It's going to test this trend line a little bit, and as long as this trend line holds up, buyers will start coming back in if the sellers can't get it out of this uptrend. Let's see. Let's look back at this. See how it ran the first day. It ran. Yeah, it had a big rip on about 11 o'clock on its first day of IPO. So as long as it holds the trend line, it could start moving again. But if it cracks the trend line, that is it. It'll be over. Now that it's kind of gotten close to catching up with the trend line. You start seeing buying come back in, it should start pushing back up. I do scalp. I just, like last Friday I did multiple scalps, but a lot of times I'm more, I guess, as you're referring to it as a day trader, where I'm looking for the bigger rips. And sometimes a swing trade. So I do a little bit of everything. A long short portfolio manager. You a degenerate disease. So we'll see if we can get back over 10 here. It's starting to pop back up towards 10. Getting a little bit of a spread there. One Life definitely day trades. He's just admitting that it is a degenerate disease. One Life is a shoe shiner. Who's shine? I don't think I've seen a shoe shiner in my lifetime. Yeah, volume is really decreased on this, but let me look back at this. Yeah, they did the same thing when it IPO'd though. It had some big volume in the morning, and then it slowly creeped its way up, and then around 10:30, 11, it started getting big volume in. That doesn't mean it'll do it again, but it has the chance to do it. The shoe shine boy that gives out stock tips. Yeah, it looks dead for now. A little bit of selling volume coming in here, so it'll probably drop the rest of the way back to trend line to 950, and then test the trend line for a little bit. It's not gonna break anytime soon, like real soon, maybe 30 minutes or so, if it's gonna break. The Great Boy Plunger? I don't know exactly what you mean by that. That sounds pretty bad. NXTD is up to $1.40 again. That sneaky little stock. TSNP. I don't know what you're talking about, Daniel B. Talking crazy again. Okay, so now you can see buyers starting to come in a little bit off of the trend line. So that's what we want to see. And let's go check out TNSP while this is doing this little thingy thing there. TSNP. S&P. Damn it. See, what play is that? It's a Vivos, right? Yeah, okay. TSNP. This is a OTC stock, and I do not trade OTC stocks, so this is not something that I would be interested in at all. But It's gotten a little bounce off of this support area there. But if you like OTCs, that's up to you. One Life, are you really? Are you joking, or are you really in 1 million shares at 2 cents? Y'all talking crazy, man. Y'all are talking real crazy about TSN and TSMP. See, buyers are trying to hold this up at 962 for some reason. So we'll give the stream about 10 more minutes here to see if this is gonna start getting some attention. Yeah, I keep hearing a lot of people say that the large caps are more consistent. So Epic's looking for yeah, just be careful on that. I mean, you are getting a little consolidation there. But if that cracks, it's gonna drop all the way down to 130. So, but if it breaks out of that consolidation, you should be good. But I mean, if you're getting in here, you're getting in at the high of the year. So just keep that in mind. That's gonna be a little sketchy. I may start looking at bigger caps. Well, which is why I was looking at some of these higher price IPOs and stuff today. They were all getting attention. I'm not against trading some of these higher cap stocks. Alright, so we are on the trend line and it's going to test the trend line right here. We need to see buying volume hold this above the trend line. You can see there they did push it back off the trend line. A little bit of selling there. Buyers don't come back in here soon, though. This is not going to hold up the trend line. We need to see a little bit of buying volume to hold it up and break this upward or this downtrend at the top. So getting a little buyers to come in here and trying to bounce off the trend line here. $9.75 acting as a little resistance. Well, if you're real new to trading, don't use a lot of capital while you're learning and stuff. Just use a little bit. Just use like $50 or something, or $100, and whatever you can afford to lose, and just trade 1 or 2 shares of stocks until you get a better hang of it. That way you're not wasting a lot of money. Wish is climbing. It just dropped and back down to the trend line, but it's got a 20-cent spread right now, and the ask is, oh, okay, never mind. The ask was all the way up at 9.70. Oh, look at this. The ask keeps popping up. This is, there's a 20-cent spread. It's starting to look a little weak. It looks like it may crack the trend line here. See, we're right below the trend line. Or my trend line could be off a little bit. On the 5-minute, we're actually still above it. Let me look at the 15-minute real quick. At 15-minute, we're still above the trend line. Yeah, NXTD. Yeah, you got it, Epic there. If you jumped in there at that break, nice job. Yeah, this is really starting to crack the trend line. looking pretty weak here. I'm going to give it a minute and a half to see where this 5-minute candle well, that's the 15-minute. Well, actually, that's where the 15-minute will close too. So I'm going to give it this minute and a half. See if I redraw that on the 15-minute and see. Yeah, so if I draw the trend line on the 15-minute, it's right at the bottom of the trend line. You can see on the 15-minute there where it's bouncing off of it. And a quick little pop back up to 950. Why are you guys trying to scam people? What's wrong with y'all? Why GMZ kept ripping it? Man. You can't scam the market, so got to scam the new traders. What a chat we have here. So as long as this trend line holds, I'm going to hold it. And it may end up turning into a swing trade because I'm looking at it. And the body of this candle and all these indicators are all at 9. And this is the first time it's been above those indicators since it IPO'd. And if it holds above those, it could move up over the next couple of days possibly. So I think I'm just going to hold this and just let it do its thing, unless it rips at some point today. But it may not at this point. Volume's really gotten light on it. Really gotten light even at the trend line, and it's trying to hold up the trend line, but this trend line just started today, so we could see some IPOs moving again tomorrow early. Yeah. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But it's definitely not going to do much here soon. Unless it cracks the downtrend, then it'll sell off. So yeah, I'm just going to hold that. NXTD looking great. Look at that. All up to 175. Yeah, VVOS still testing this trend line at the moment. Could crack if it doesn't hold up, but it's held up so far. Alright, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go have some lunch. We should be back tomorrow. We'll be on the other channel tonight live. Oh, it looks like it may crack here. But yeah, I'll be on the other channel tonight for that live episode, 6 p.m. Central. This is really cracking here. That trend line really giving way. Well, buyer tried to push it up. The ask was all the way up at 9.50 there for a second. It was like a 40-cent spread. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I may end up taking a loss on this. We'll see. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.